Well, it will be in a moment. Okay, now we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Yo, what the fuck's up? I did it again. Why did I do it again? Why do I keep defaulting to this? Okay, wait.
Alright, let's find where I put Paper Mario 3D Land. I think it's just in my downloads.
Up your bum.
I think it's in the downloads folder.
I disagree, but we've already established our stances on this.
Oh yeah, it was in your folder where it was like, don't open this until I tell you. As if it used more vulgar language than that. Oh yeah.
What? What did it say exactly? What did it say exactly?
It says don't bleep open unless BIS tells you to, and when you do, immediately launch the exe file, you gosh darn something, it gets cut off.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing I'd write. Oh shit, here we go again.
DJ Coco. It's been so long since we played this, I don't even remember where it is on my list of things. Probably just make a new scene at this point. Game capture. No cursor, please. And the window is this one. Okay. Oh, it's tiny. Whoops. Let's fix that.
Expand Mario.
There.
You gotta make Mario bigger. You gotta expand him.
And...
Oh, that's why you said DJ Coco.
yeah, because it says DJ Coco.
Why is there an option for frame skip?
Oh, that's probably because they probably are aware of the lag.
Okay, yeah, you're still not explaining what I'm getting at. Like, what does it do? Does it skip every other frame to half the frame rate?
Yeah, well, that's instead of showing you every frame, but just showing them in slow motion, it sort of like skips ahead to the next frame. So it just lowers, yeah, it just lowers the frame rate, basically. Whoops.
Slow motion is better, because it's
Oh,
at least still fair. You okay, honey? You just got hit in the face with, Oh no, oh no.
Because... Aren't you supposed to hit those blocks? The donut platforms don't stay long enough.
You might be a bit out of practice. It's been a while.
Well, I mean, I'm not out of practice with Mario.
Yeah, but this is not an official Mario game, is it?
Yeah, there's... We don't need that one up. I don't need it. I don't need it. Hello, Monaco.
The knowledge that you died those 2 times trying to get a life gives me life.
Ouch.
What have I done?
I like how I get hurt in video games and say ouch.
Ouch is
as if it
mood.
hit me personally and not... Oh, those are interesting. Thunderclouds.
What's interesting about them?
Well, I didn't know that was coming.
Okay, I can't wait to see what happened. Elena, you can very clearly see him winding up in the background.
I didn't see it until it was hitting me.
Yo,
that's right, there's a run button.
Only. What's up?
How's it going,
How's
Monaco?
life?
Been a while since we've seen you on the stream.
Hey, how you been keeping? What you been up to? Some of the wooden parts of these platforms look like they're from a Minecraft texture pack.
Well, they probably are.
I don't
Oh,
think
that
that's
was
the
risky
case,
business.
Oh, I'm
I was
sorry
just making
about
a
that.
joke.
I guess we're both in the recovering from surgery club. What were you in for, if you don't mind telling us?
No, I got big brain. There's a big brain under that fluff.
Don't you dare say that. Don't you dare.
Why not?
The idea of a brain that big is disgusting. Too many wrinkles.
Bob killed me. Just by walking into me.
Oh no! Oh yeah, this is HP for some ungodly reason.
I mean, it still would have killed me because I was small Mario. Smallio.
Smario.
SMOL. Mario.
Oh wait, are you
Wait,
kidding
isn't
me?
that...
That's the exact same thing I had!
I was like, wait a second. That's what Bis did.
Oh my god, Monaco! We're cyst buddies!
Oh no. That's literally exactly what Bis had surgery for.
Wait, hold on. Did you go into like the ER with it burst or something? Because like with me, I only had one surgery just to get it removed.
How common of an occurrence is this?
Apparently very
Ouch.
common.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back, Shan. What's up?
Oh, I'm supposed to know there's footprints on there. Oh, look at this! Turned into a bunch of little mini dudes.
Little moods.
It's like, oh, it's like Blue Lossus in Luigi's Mansion.
Oh my god, Elena, you're a Beyblade! Mario's a Beyblade!
I thought you were gonna say he's a baby.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I had to have my full area cut out as well.
Oh, poop.
I'm gonna be honest, can I just give you a okay. Have they given you an estimate of how long you might have to recover from, like, the next surgery? Just curious. Baby Blade! Baby Blade! Baby Blade.
Baby Blade.
It's the weird middle point between Baby Bell and just
Baby Bell
blades,
is cheese, right?
Yeah, it's the cheese.
Okay.
Oh my god, Elena, did I send you the best image ever made today?
What?
Elena, it's the picture of Wallace from Wallace and Gromit, looking absolutely pissed. And he's like, you what? No Wensleydale? You fucking idiots, Gromit. That was your job, you fucking moron. You cretin. You're a fuckhead. That's what you are, Gromit. You're a fuckhead.
Oh.
That was the worst Wallace impression I've ever done. I have done better before.
What's the best impression you've done of Wallace?
Well, I can't.
Do
Well,
it
I
now.
can't. I can't.
Do your best impression now. Come on, Bis.
I'm sorry, Monaco. I hope you're gonna be alright. Yeah, I love that fucking image. Just cause, like, just how. Okay, I'm gonna link it in chat as well. I'm linking this in chat. It's the best image ever made. People need to fucking see it.
Pretty much the best image ever made.
Because this is how somebody like of Wallace's age and demographic in that part of the country would act. You know, they get very angry about something, and it's stewing up inside them, and they don't say anything about it. But then somebody forgets the cheese, and they just slowly.
The way you go into doors in this game makes me laugh every time.
Oh my god, Shan,
So
you
silly.
really must. You got inside Wallace canonically, and also the voice, comes from the county next to mine. Or at least not next to mine, next to the county where I was born. Not the one where I live, because it was a county in England that Wallace lives in. But you get my point. So, like, for me, Wallace hits close to home, because I have a lot of family from a neighbouring county.
I just took all the damage. Oh, that's right, I'm supposed to jump while I have that.
Could you imagine
I'm a
if
stinky
Freon
head.
just fucking turned up in like Paper Mario 3D Land and kicked the shit out of Mario?
Also, playing without the internet browser on seems to have fixed the lag issue we used to have with this.
Nice.
Turns out the internet browser was the source of all my problems
Nice.
with streaming. So I just look at chat on my tablet now for everything. I
It's
stream.
chat tablet time, otherwise known as Chablet. Oh, that sucks. They should make a smaller boss when they come back together and there's less of them.
Like Bulossus. Come on. There.
Cracking cheese.
We did it!
Gromit. We've forgotten the crackies, Gromit. I fucking love.
It sounds... that voice just sort of sounds like you're doing a parody of your own voice. You're just exaggerating your own voice.
Hey, Elena.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to survive through today?
What?
Or did you want to survive through today?
Well, yeah.
I'd be very careful what you say next.
You take... What, there's an issue with me saying you sound like you're doing a parody of yourself?
That's the equivalent of you being like, "Yeehaw, get along, little doggy," and me being like, "Wow, Elena, you're just really turning up the Elena today, aren't you?"
Why is this level like this?
Oh fuck!
No! Why is it like this?
And now I'm curious, does Scrooge have like a specific regional accent in like
It's a regional dialect.
in Swedish? Like, do they find somebody from like northern Sweden to play Scrooge? Hey, you can yeehaw at me. I find it greatly enjoyable when people get along, little doggy. Out. I think it's amusing.
I'm just...
Yeah,
I'm just
one
not
scene
feeling
of
the stage.
SpongeBob and Patrick just mocking Texas for like
Yes.
a solid minute. That's basically just me. I just...
Ouch.
It was a good episode.
There's something I was gonna say, but I forgot what it was now. Oh yeah, that's right. It was when there's like a joke in like in the movie or something where it's a character speaking in like a certain accent or a certain language, and then when you bring the movie to the place where that accent or language is from, then like the joke doesn't work anymore because it's just how everyone is when it's like dubbed over.
I'm sorry,
So they always have to like make the joke like a different accent or something like that. No, what the heck? I forgot that this developer's games are just brutal.
Mario's just been dropped into the rotting blueberry stew, covered in mold.
Yo, what the heck is
Pretty
this? That's
Oh, yeah,
as
those
good a description as I could come up with for what this is.
Oh, I know what it is. In 3D World, there were some levels of blue lava, so they're just doing the same thing.
Oh.
But like in 3D World, they managed to make the blue lava look as if it was like blue hot, whereas with this, it's just like they took the lava texture.
I mean, it's not
and, like,
animated,
shifted the hue.
so
Yeah.
that also doesn't help. I liked
yeah,
Mario. Ah! I liked Mario
he-
Odyssey's pink lava.
Hmm. Wait, isn't David Tennant the Duckman now?
That's kind of funny to me to imagine him
Yeah.
being the duck.
The mole pajamas.
Howard the Duck.
Usually I don't like it when like normal actors are like brought onto voice acting gigs, but like David Tennant is basically a voice actor. Like when he played Doctor Who for all those years, he was just constantly acting as an English person. I'm doing it very convincingly, hiding his like very strong Scottish accent. If you fall asleep, Minako, I hope you sleep
Something
well.
that was kind of funny with David Tennant was that, so we'd been watching, of course, the Doctor Who, where he was on, but then also we watched Jessica Jones, where he was the villain. And it was sometimes hard to take him seriously, because we just thought of him as the Doctor, who's a completely different character. Because he was like, I thought of that when, gosh, I died in the exact same spot!
What accent does he have in Jess Jones?
Exact same one as in Doctor Who. That's why I was thinking about that.
Oh no.
He just talks the exact same way as he did as the Doctor. So I thought that was just his voice. Like, I didn't know when you said that, I was like, wait. But he had that same voice in another show.
I can link you a clip of David Tennant being normal. David Tennant. Wife,
is that just his
Final
acting
Space,
voice?
Dennis Nielsen,
his
Netflix
acting voice? It's when he's acting as an octopus. Is that just his acting voice?
What's his acting voice when he's asked to act South England like?
I guess they asked him to do that as the Purple Man, too. Although he was not like the original Purple Man. The original Purple Man was literally entirely purple, whereas he just wore like purple clothes. And they never called him the Purple Man, I don't think. That's something they do in the Marvel movies and shows, is that they tend not to actually call the characters by their like superhero or supervillain names, and just call them by their names. So Jessica Jones was perfect for that, because she already just goes by Jessica Jones. Yeah, they didn't call him the Purple Man. The Purple Man's power is that he can make anybody do anything, just by telling them to. And then, like, the influence of whatever he asks them to do lasts for a certain amount of time, and then it'll wear off. There's nothing you can do about it in the meantime if he tells you to do something.
That's a stand.
And there was like some limitations to his power, I don't remember what it was. Like, something like if it was like over a recording, it didn't work. It had to be him in person. Had to tell you it. So they like locked him in like a room. And like,
okay, I got a clip of...
like it's been too long since I watched it.
Oh yeah, David Tennant's English accent is decently convincing.
Yeah, he actually managed to be, well, when you could take him seriously, he was one of like the scarier villains I've seen in a thing. Because that's a pretty scary power for somebody to have. And to not use it for good. You know? Aw, man. The funny thing is, like, with a power like that, he could just take over the world if he wanted to, but he was apparently just content with just harassing people.
Have you ever watched Code Geass?
No.
You should watch... Well, you probably shouldn't. You probably wouldn't like it. But you should watch Code Geass. Or as I used to pronounce it, Code Geass.
He could have, like... That's what I was always thinking about. I was like, well, he could, like, taken over the government or something with a power like that, but instead he just harasses people. And abuses people.
Now
Apparently that's good enough for him.
Spider-Man comic panel where he's like, with science like that you could cure cancer, and he's like, but I don't want to! I want to turn people into dinosaurs!
I was like, well, I don't want to take over the world. I just want to be mean and make people do awful things to each other.
You don't. Yeah. You need to understand. I'm just a dick.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, Shan. Code Geass is the show where everybody is noodle. It's also the show where everybody eats Pizza Hut because they have a brand deal. It's like characters are just always eating Pizza Hut. All the billboards in the background are for Pizza Hut. The anime characters are eating Pizza Hut. It's great.
Wait, in what?
In Code Geass.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. But I just want to make sure. Well, at least there's a 1-up every time.
It'd be fun to watch some series of you sometime, Elena. I noticed that you're kind of... I'm gonna be honest. You come off as, like... I feel like you're kind of, like, easily bamboozled, and that would probably make you fun to watch stuff with.
Oh. I'm also used to, with my family, just sort of doing our own sort of silly commentary on things that we watch.
Oh, I'd be up for that. Do you want to watch some Gunginus, Scronginus Lagano?
You mean... Wait, what are you trying to say there?
If you can't figure out why I said...
Head.
If you can't figure out why I said under all the corruptions, then you don't deserve to watch it.
If you can't figure out how to throw items in Super Smash Bros. Brawl on your own, you don't deserve to play the game at all. I always just remember that when I was looking up how to throw items and found an old thread where somebody asked the same thing. It was like, if you can't figure it out on your own, you don't deserve to do it at all.
What a dick thing to say.
I remember posting about that and somebody being like, I didn't realize that throwing items in Super Smash Bros. Brawl was so draconian. Wow, I'm just really stinking up this part.
And I'm just imagining, would it be funny if somebody just never learned that? Like, they've been playing Smash Bros. Their whole life, but the second item's on their hand, they're just like... I guess it's stuck there now. like a baby in Sims 3.
Or the patch. Wow, I was a little too early with that jump. I think that means a game over. This screen takes longer every time. I have a feeling there's a memory leak of some kind.
You know what's on my mind at the minute?
What?
Unless it's a school, at which point the kids will not be allowed to leave, and the kids will always die.
Wait, so is Code Geass... Is that the one where the people are really lanky? Like where they drew them really... That's the one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Also a good series.
That's the one with the really weirdly long people. I don't know if I could manage to take it seriously.
Oh no, I think it's a really good series.
I feel like I would be taken out of it by the... if the characters being drawn that way.
Okay, you don't notice it most of the time, believe it or not.
Okay. I'm not sure that would be the case for me, but... Well, because you know how you talk about how I, notice, as I call it, crusty graphics in games. Yeah. I would probably notice it in a show, too.
Well, okay, honey. Okay. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt and assuming that you can suspend your will of disbelief for a TV show. If it turns out you can't, and the only stuff you can like is Marvel movies, then I guess we can at least joke about stuff we're watching together.
Okay, let's not die here. Oh, I did it!
You did it! I'm proud of you.
Oh, I missed the 1-up. A new checkpoint. Remarkably similar to the one... Oh, never mind. We already did this before. Sorry, I forgot that there was a game over in between there because we got talking.
Oh no!
People watching in the future are gonna be shaking their heads at me when they get to that part.
Arrow says you get used to it surprisingly. She's the one who introduced me to Code Geass.
Hello, Arrow, by the way. I thought Paper Mario was an RPG. It usually is. But not in this fan game. This is sort of Paper Mario combined with Super Mario 3D Land. That's the title.
That hammer just straight up hit Mario directly.
Boy, the dry bones waste no time in this game. You see that? You just get right back up. You don't get any time to to get away. But the dry bones are like real mad in this, I guess. They're like, how
you say
dare
mad,
you?
I just like to imagine them as resilient. Like they're just like, yeah, I get knocked down, I get up again. You never
Get
keep me
knocked down. Will I get up again? You're never gonna beat the clown.
Elaine, you could just probably go around that hammer, bro.
You can go around that hammer, bro.
They seem to just walk in a straight line. I don't know, that one does at least.
Whoops. Oh, so much for that one. This game has missable extras. Like if you fall down there, you're just not getting that. Tough luck, buddy.
You can replay the level.
Well, you can replay the level.
Well, you can replay my ass.
And I do.
Elena, what the fuck?
Let it be known that I do that.
Oh. Elfie Faye, who has the stream muted, is like, you could probably use the mole suit on the star behind the bars.
I am aware, but I never ended up having the mole suit at that point. So...
Oh yeah, because you can... Oh yeah.
So I just didn't really bother.
That's valid, honey.
Unlike the real Super Mario 3D Land, the toads don't react when you do this. Totally stoic toads. God, the doors are so bizarre. Because to open the doors you use the jump button, but Mario also jumps, and then you sort of like float through the door. Oh.
Oh yeah, I remember when that happened.
I thought you must have just been talking about somebody else.
I consistently get your name slightly wrong.
Oh look!
In weird
Oh,
ways.
it's these little dudes from Mario and Luigi.
You can't just say that without oh, it'll come up, it'll come up, it'll come up. Oh, it's the shrooms!
Also, there's low gravity here. If you couldn't tell just from looking.
I'm sure I'm glad that this one random level on the overworld that's still in the Mushroom Kingdom is space for some reason.
Sure, I'm glad that we're in there and... Whoa, look, what's this camera angle?
Gee, I sure am glad this area of low gravity still has a dense enough atmosphere to support my lungs. Hey, Luigi?
Mario just doesn't breathe in that, or maybe in the Mario universe there's air in outer space. Like in Star Wars.
Gee, sure was nice of our holy Lord and Savior God to put air in space for us.
I don't know if there really is
Luigi?
air in Star Wars, but I just, like, imagine there is because of how things work. Look at the background back there. Just little stars.
Aww.
So I'm pressing the wrong buttons, that's why I didn't jump there. I had my
Sometimes you
thumb
just
on the
gotta
wrong
press
two
button,
buttons.
that's how it be.
I don't think you gotta press the wrong buttons, but sometimes you do.
You have to.
Have to?
You have to.
Wow, Bis.
Part of the contract, Elena.
What? What contract?
If you don't press
Contract
the
I
wrong
signed to
buttons
stream
at
with you?
least once per stream, I'm not turning up anymore.
The
The contract!
Bis contract.
The bond tract.
Wow, that was real
I have-
good of me.
I have it right here, all in writing, tattooed on my ass, in a very small font.
A very small font.
Yeah.
A smont.
Well, I'm like a fairy, so it's like you need a magnifying glass to read this stuff.
Unless you're in the big form.
No, but that's a different ass.
Oh,
That's the
I didn't
bigger
realize.
ass.
It's like
And I
bigger
would.
Luke.
It's like book.
Oh, clever. Interesting platforming you have to do there.
This game's cool.
Too bad you can't
Like-
go in the pipe.
Like, this game has some flaws, but like you can see that the person behind this is gonna have a future.
I do have a lot of nicknames, by the way.
Yeah, like, Laney, and Lena, and Pumbus.
I knew you were gonna throw at least one silly one in there. In fact, I thought you were just gonna start with the silly ones. You weren't gonna say any of my real nicknames.
The Queen of Organ State.
When you started that word, I thought it was gonna be something else.
Did you think I was gonna say the Queef of Organ State? What did you think I was gonna say?
No, the second part I thought was gonna be a different word.
The Queen of... I can't think of anything else that begins with OR. Oh, wow.
ORG.
Oh. That doesn't sound
I didn't make it. Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
It has to be over 4, otherwise it's not an orgy.
No, that's not the... Oh, okay, you still didn't get the word right.
Oh, I still didn't get... Oh.
You want to eat the projectiles?
Oh my god,
They do sort of look fruity.
It's time for some fucking fireball. Let's do it.
I think Shan means the ones that the aliens are shooting.
It's
The
time for
pink
some
things.
plasma ball then.
At least I assume so. I assume you want to eat the little fruity looking things and not the fire, but I don't know. Maybe you do want to eat the fire.
Yeah, Lane doesn't judge.
Oh man, maybe I want to eat the fire. Maybe I want to eat some fire. When Gilgan's I don't know, eat some fire.
Gee, sure was nice
Whoops.
that Princess to invite us over for a picnic. Hey, Luigi. I hope she made lots of fire! What the fuck?
I'm in a weird mood.
Made lots of
Been a long
fire!
day.
And remember, where there's smoke, there's fire!
Okay, Elena. Is a concept, right? So we take every frame of all the cutscenes in Hotel Mario, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's the... Oh, look, you gotta do this... jump again to... Oh, that's neat.
And we shrink and we take all these frames, right?
Although getting back is an issue.
We get all these frames, right? And then we tattoo them all across your arms. Like your arms are covered in every single frame. Yeah, every frame is very small.
Good. The
But it's like
ideas you come up
spiraling
with...
around. So if you rotate your arm really fast, somebody could watch a scene of Hotel
That's funny! You were right when you said you were in a weird mood.
Moth
Up
brains
those
are
coins.
good because they're brains that are inside moths, and moths are good.
Into memes, but the fire looks like quite the snack as well.
Shad is just ready to eat everything.
And everyone. Wait, no.
Elena, how dare you accuse people of vor live on air?
I thought I was being silly.
Do you think there'll ever be a time where somebody files a defamation suit over vor? Like, could you imagine the day where it's just like, it's like Robert Downey Jr. or somebody is just like, okay, people keep writing vor fics to me. I'm gonna fucking sue. I never really ate Captain America. This is a fucking lie.
Well,
it's fucking
not as Iron Man, but as Robert Downey Jr. That's how it was written.
Oh,
But
that's
as
a
Robert
mood,
Downey
yeah.
Sr.
Robert Downey Jr.
And Robert Downey.
I like to imagine that Robert Downey is just covered in soft feathers.
I was just about to say something about that, about feathers. Well, it looks like we're almost at the end of the game. So we might finish it this stream.
Could you imagine if you just got to this last level and then you beat it and there's like another world?
This game that we've streamed like once a month for 3 months now or so, I think.
That's a bit generous.
Pretty sure it has been once a month.
It's been once a month since you looked at me. I don't remember where
it may have been.
You
well, now that I think about it, it may have been 2 months since we played it last, and it was a month between the first 2 times.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So it could have been over the course of 4.
months. Did we start this after or before my surgery?
Pretty sure after. Somebody go look on my YouTube channel and see when we last played this.
Okay, that's a good question, Shan. My answer is, as long as they're not bald birds, yes. Okay, I don't know. Like, okay, the word furry is like a catch-all, I think.
Yeah, which has always weirded me out, because then people do things with like lizards or birds.
But then it's weird because the other ones have their own terms, like scalies, but like.
Oh, but birds don't. Or do they? I've never heard one.
Feathers are just scales.
They are actually.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. It's true.
I was just clarifying for anybody who didn't know.
Well,
That's something interesting.
People already know that. Wouldn't people just take my word for it?
Unless they thought you were just... Well, because you just like to say weird things, and so maybe somebody would think you're just
Everything I
saying
say
weird
is technically true. I have not... Tell me one thing in the stream I've said that wasn't true. Your nickname is Pumbis.
No.
You could file a defamation suit over Vorfix. You know, yeah, I haven't lied once in the stream.
But that's always been interesting to me, though, because, like, feathers are... They're scales that grow in a upward spiral fashion instead of outward. And then over time that evolved into also, like, little tendrils. And then that led to flight. Because it turned out that those were, like, good for that.
You know what really skronks my sponkinkus?
What?
Okay, so apparently feathers. Okay, so apparently, the evolution of feathers happened at a point in the Tree of Life before crocodiles. There may have been some crocodiles with feathers once upon a time.
And the earliest feathers didn't have the little bristles on them like feathers do now. They were just like hairs, basically.
Yeah, that's how it be.
Well, I killed both of those in one go. Cool.
I can't wait.
But then also, hares also, like actual hares, evolved from reptiles as well. There were some hairy reptiles before there was mammals. And hair, of course, is not actually related to scales, so that was... Oh, come on. That was where things diverged more significantly.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Have you seen The Future is Wild?
Well, I remember we were talking about that for a while. I was looking into that stuff.
I love how the last mammal in existence in the Future is Wild timeline is called the Poggle.
Well, it wasn't the last mammal, but like an example of one of the last ones.
No, it was the last mammal, the Poggle.
You sure? When I was reading about it, it just said that there like wasn't very many mammals left, and the ones that were left were weird.
No, because like in the documentary, it's
and here is one of them.
The last mammal, the Poggle. They explicitly say that the Poggle is the last mammal in existence. Although then again, in the next episode, they're like, "There's no fish anymore. Also, there's flying fish." Which I guess at that point they're like trying to imply that the fish are like not fish and it works.
Yeah, I remember I read about those too.
Mario just fall flat. Bird furries, otherwise known as
Of all the
birdies.
ones, of all the things that I saw from that, the one that seemed to sort of make the most sense and be the least out there was just the bird seals. They just sort of made sense. Like I could make sense of all of that happening, whereas everything else that I saw since then was sort of more out there than that.
What do you mean make sense of? Like, all of it makes sense.
This is
Might
just
not be like...
because it just sort of followed the pattern that has already happened during history of, you know, just parallel evolution of just sort of certain body plans making sense and appearing over time from like
Yeah, and
different places.
that's what most of the Future is Wild was, is like
Really?
examples of stuff kind of like, yeah!
That's the only one that I knew.
Yeah, because you get because it's like fish basically, fish replace the bird niche.
Birds replaced the seal niche.
You have bumblebugs. Bumblebugs are basically just like flies, but bigger. Burries does sound nice. I might. That's worth considering.
Went up good. Wow, the lag is real. I guess just the stages we did so far just didn't really lag, because the lag is back now. Could just also be memory leak related.
Like I'm gonna be honest with the Future is Wild. It's like there's only a very few creatures which feel like they don't fit a niche which already exists. I mean, you've got like the garden worms, which are a bit out there, but like, you know, it's like, they're still possible.
Uh-oh, we've got a crash.
Wait, really?
Fatal error in action number 1 of step event 0 for object Mario. Push, execution error, variable get -1.dir at GML object Mario step 0. I've never seen that error with GameMaker before, actually. I don't know what push execution error is.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Yeah, in all of my GameMaker projects, I've never seen that error.
Can you click ignore?
No, it was just abort.
Oh, what?
There's no ignoring that one.
You load
It was
up
enough
the
to just
EXE.
kill the game.
Well, you messed up that one. Try another.
Don't
If
bleeping
your
open this
run
until I
is
tell you to.
ruined by game-breaking bugs, then you missed that one. Try another.
Lenny loves memes.
I what?
You love memes.
Yeah.
You absorb the memes in your lip skin.
What I do what to the memes?
You absorb them in your lip skin.
Oh yeah, this must be memory leak related, because look at how much better the frame rate is now.
Nice. Oh god. I can't wait till people start finding the memory leaks in my game.
I'm pretty sure I
That's
got
good.
rid of memory leaks in my game. At least I hope I did.
If I don't have any memory leaks, I'm gonna put some in. Could you imagine if a game had an intentional memory leak, but then in universe you can take a character over to a valve that just like drains the leak to memory?
It just deletes all of the extra resources you made.
Yeah. That'd be fucking great.
No, the frame rate's back down here. So I think it's both, just there's too much stuff going on, the game can't process it, and also there's a memory leak which compounds it.
Elaine, if you had a decent PC, you could totally run this game. It's your fault.
If I had 100 gigabytes of RAM, I could run this.
So I think you need more CPU for this, to be honest. That's the thing.
Well, it's a memory leak, so it's memory.
No, I'm talking about this non-memory issues. Elena,
Oh.
can I plea with you that you stop going after the green stars? Why you go for don't go for the green stars? Why you keep doing this? Why you keep doing this? You're making a mockery of everything. You can dig under. They've got very thick belt. Wait. No, wait. Can you dig into the conveyors, Elena?
As far as I know. Alright, let's hope the game doesn't crash this time when we go through this area. Whoops!
Oh no, did you fall in a pit?
Yep. The pit of despair.
No. Now I have to watch it happen. This is a nightmare. You really did just fall in that pit, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't this time though, we're good. Alright, we didn't crash when we went in this area this time.
Use memory leak as a feature rather than a fault. Hell yeah, Shan. Everything's a feature if you try hard enough.
You could really play it up and make it so the game is like, it not only slows down, but you can make it look like it starts glitching out and stuff. Like the game's just falling apart at the seams.
Oh, do you want to know my favorite example of a bug being a feature?
What?
Well, you see, in Death Stranding, the game is a tedious load of shit. But you see, they've made that a feature by making it a game about tedious loads of shit. It's really genius. Good job,
genius
Kojumbo. Oh, we're so in sync, honey. We're in the sink right now, taking a sink bath.
When you said taking a, I thought it was gonna.
No. Yo, what the fuck is up, shit poster king?
Hey, it's Ash. Life? Ash made it.
We were talking about you earlier. We were saying that I think I said.
We were saying that you say that when Bis isn't here, you do the uh-oh stinky. But unlike me, where I'm like, don't tell Bis we're doing uh-oh stinky because they're not here. You go and then show Bis that we did uh-oh stinky while they were gone.
Well, scientifically speaking, you can eat shit.
Oh,
you specifically can.
I can't tell when to jump here because I can't see where the ledge is. That's a problem.
I feel really bad at the minute because we were playing Spark, which is a game I absolutely adore, and I was kind of tired and off my game. Now we're playing this shit, which I don't fucking respect as much as I did before, and suddenly I'm feeling loosened up. Well, okay, I don't know. It's like, okay, you know what? Like, I don't know. It's like, I like this game, and it's good and whatnot. It's just, it's okay compared to Spark 2.
Well, I mean, I don't feel like that's a fair comparison. I guess you're just comparing how you feel about it.
Yeah, I'm just comparing how I feel. Which I don't fucking respect. Me playing every Neopets Flash game. Okay, has there ever been a good Flash game?
There we go.
Elena, has there ever been a good Flash game?
No!
Oh no!
Have you ever played any Nitrom games? I like those. Those are good Flash games.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Ash. Neopets deserves better, and I guess Flash in general probably deserves better.
Flash deserves to get flashed.
Do you ever wonder what had happened if you put a Mentos
Was there ever a Flash game about flashing?
No. Anyway, do you ever wonder what would happen if you just put a mint in an open wound?
No.
Because I'm wondering, would it do anesthetic from the menthol?
Maybe very mildly, because menthol is very mildly anesthetic.
What about that sexy peach smut game? You say that one as if we're supposed to all know which one. I don't know.
The lag there actually helps because it makes it much easier to avoid that fireball.
Oh,
we gotta do another Sonic fan games segment.
Oh, does she really know the one? Elena.
I don't know off the top of my head, but maybe if you showed it to me I might remember.
Send us a link, we'll stream it right now. We'll swap
Time to get banned off Twitch.
It's alright.
It was a good run.
We could get like pictures of Spark the Electric Jester and put them over all the nipples. Wait, Isn't that an oxymoron to call your game The Untold Tale?
I guess it's told now. Well, it was untold.
The previously untold game.
Oh yeah, I remember now, Ash. I remember you showed me that.
Like, okay, here's a question, right? Does she, like, just fuck them, or is there, like, I don't know, does it get weird, or is it just, like, here's sex?
If I remember correctly, it was pretty basic.
Like, I don't know, I'm just asking, is this, like, the most boring version of this premise, or does it become something funny or weird?
My bunny didn't like that noise I just made. He went running out of his corner.
That's as far as I'm concerned, that's snorkel. That's not like
Snorkel.
I don't know. It's like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna make a hot take here. This is like
played for like 6 hours. Only got through the first world. Yeah, because you can't just jump on enemies. Because when you do, and it then goes into a whole long segment of doing that to the enemy.
Oh. So you mean basically just a long gameplay segment of watching a looping animation?
There's actually a lot of games like that. It's not like there's a whole genre of games where that's the premise of it. You don't fight the enemies. Instead, you go through a whole like cutscene basically.
If you're not fighting them, are they even enemies at that point? Like, in what manner are you defeating them?
This game's making me make all kinds of noises.
Imagine if they just made a CD that was just a collection of Elena gamer noises.
Well, you've got quite a few of them at this point. I've been streaming for more than a year now. I play some stuff that spumbuses me from time to time.
Oh, honey, I love it when you get spumbused. It's adorable.
I'm glad you think so. Everyone who watches seems to think so too. I think that's why people come to watch me.
So wait, Ash, I need to understand this. So, everybody's like drinking and having fun and dancing. I don't know what you do at a wedding reception. I've only been to
sounds about right.
One. Actually, have I been to one, or am I thinking of a funeral? They're kind of the same thing.
They're kind of the same thing.
They are. You go to a church or a government building, and somebody's like, "This person's legal status. Go drink."
Oh. Yes.
But yeah.
The one that I went to was just at somebody's house.
Oh, that sounds cool. It's
just in somebody's backyard.
Me of the movie My Girl.
Huh? Well, I need 3 green stars to open this. Apparently I don't have any.
Oh.
What? But wait, no, I do have what? I have many green star.
Does it mean green stars? Does that mean there's 3 stars left you need?
Oh, probably. Thanks for telling me not to get them, Bis.
Well, I didn't fucking know, did I? Go back to an early level where you don't have any.
See how far back I can go where I don't have any. Thanks a lot, Bis.
Hey, Elena.
What?
Elena. We've been together a long time. I think we've got to the point in a relationship where I can reply to what you just said honestly.
What?
Wow! Rude!
I thought you were gonna say you're welcome.
I was gonna... And part of me was like, maybe I should just say eat shit. I was like, nah. I didn't know it was gonna gate you at the last level. I didn't know this was Super Princess Peach. God, I hate Super Princess Peach, the game.
I like that
the
game.
character's good. No, it's...
I 100% completed that game.
You have to, it's the only way to fucking beat it. There's no such thing as 99%. You go there with 1 collectible missing and they're like, you don't deserve the final boss. Fuck off.
No, I mean, no, you don't understand. There was more beyond that you have to do to 100% complete the game.
Excuse my ass? What?
Yeah, you have to replay every single stage other than the final boss to 100% complete it.
Wait, replay it and do what?
there's like added collectibles. Like there's extra stages you unlock after you beat the final boss. You get all the collectibles in those, and now that you unlock the ability to get a few more collectibles in every stage over again.
This makes Donkey Kong 64 look like Super Meat Boy.
Makes it look like Donkey Kong 69.
Was that just on your mind anyway?
What?
Like, I don't know. I don't think that comes out of nowhere, Elena.
Well, for some reason, when you said it makes Donkey Kong 64 look like, the next thing my brain thought of was Donkey Kong 69.
Okay, here's a question, Elena, right? Okay, so what's your favorite Donkey Kong game out of Donkey Kong 69, Donkey Kong Frozen Ape, and Donkey Kong Penis Helper?
Oh, I knew that one had to be on the list. That's gotta be my favorite, because that one's from Cassie.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to let Cassie know I said that later.
Oh, that's yeah, sweet.
Gotta get Cassie on the stream again sometime soon, too.
They should make a sequel. It's just called King K. Rool Penis Helper, but he's like really bad at it. Like he tries to help somebody go for a pee-pee and then just accidentally rips their dick off.
Wait,
it's
it passes.
Go on.
Oh, what's that again? What do you mean by that, Ash? I think I vaguely remember what that is.
Oh, the Bechdel test
explain.
are the two women in a story that talk to each other about something other than a man. It's not actually a test of how feminist something is, it's mostly just like... when
Does it pass the lowest bar?
Yeah, basically.
Possible. Ooh. Okay. See if I can find the star here.
Oh god.
Peach's Untold Tale did what Avengers Endgame couldn't? Wait.
Yeah, it's time to burn Marvel.
Wait, Avengers Endgame didn't do that?
It's time to burn Marvel.
I don't remember well enough.
It's time to bird Marble.
I only saw that movie twice. I don't remember.
It's time to Bing Margaret.
6 hours of my life spent watching that movie.
Wait, what? Wait, how many hours of your life? Oh, you watched it twice.
Yeah.
I actively hate Avengers Endgame. It's the most like I don't know, like people
Talking
who
about
like
the
I have nothing against people enjoying it, but like I despise any fucking I despise having to know it exists. I am actively a less happy person because I know that Avengers Endgame exists.
Oh. I actually kind of liked Infinity War better in the end, I think. Because it's like one of few like movies I ever watched that like made me like have like feel something emotional towards it.
That's because Avengers Infinity War is a story of consequence, and Avengers Endgame is a story about removing consequence through magic bullshit.
About undoing the consequences.
We'll just use time travel.
Unfortunately, I always knew that that's how it was going to go, because it's not a story that Marvel hasn't done before.
I would have been so much happier, so much infinitesimally happier if they'd just not brought anybody back. Could you imagine how meaningful that would have been if, like we as a culture had to mourn the actual proper death of Spodie Nussman? It'd be amazing.
Because remember how there's the quote about how we like to take risks and like, what was it? Subvert your expectations.
They subvert our I was about to say they subvert our expectations by copping out and doing the worst thing imaginable, but that was like, did I expect anything good? I don't know. I think I have like just a weird hatred of just superhero movies in general. I think just because like, okay, so like,
you might like the very like first couple of them before Disney owned them.
I don't know. I think the thing is, I just don't like Hollywoodisms. I don't like any Hollywood stuff. Like, stuff made by Hollywood is just shit to me. 99.999% of the time.
Well, I mean, this was... I was gonna say it was just kind of them just doing their own thing at that point, but... I mean, maybe they were still in Hollywood. I've been now to the part of Kala.
No. Yeah, your English is not disintegrating. That's just an accurate statement. Yeah, it's okay. So in games like this, right? The thing I do is I tend to just watch my own shadow.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Is it ever hard to know your position as a 2D character in a 3D world? Well, it was in that one. Remember that conveyor belt that I was having issue figuring out where the end of it was? Because you don't have a shadow on top of the conveyor belts.
Exactly.
And I can't really see the edge either because it was kind of dark and it blended in.
Even if you're a 3D character, if you don't have a shadow, it can be kind of impossible. Sonic Unleashed, the final hardest fucking level had no shadow in it for some reason. So, like, the platforming in the final level is unbearable.
3D game that we were planning, you wanted to, like, go, like, really overboard with the shadows just to make it extra clear where stuff was, right? Weren't you, like,
yeah, I was like, it'd be interesting if there's, like, several light sources. Like, there's a shadow on the wall, there's a shadow on the floor, there could be a shadow on the other wall.
Shadow on your butt.
Wait, so are you implying that your butt is in the game now? Or my butt? Whose butt is
the character's
in this
butt.
game? Okay, so wait. Like, what's casting the shadow?
The other butt. The higher butt.
I'm gonna kill you. I can't take this anymore.
The taller butt.
Oh, 1 second. Let me go back. I got distracted by others. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know that was in the movie. Well, I guess that'd be like the cast interviews, but I'm not surprised.
Wait, wait, they were what? Oh, the cast. So not in the movie. Like, wait, what are you talking about? I didn't hear about that.
Well, okay. So Ash says when the cast of Avengers was ableist to a former alcoholic with PTSD, it really subverted my expectations.
I know, but I'm like, wait, what happened?
I don't know if he means like the acting cast or the character cast.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Could you explain? I'm curious.
Oh, were they? Oh no, that's not good.
Oh.
Oh no! Wait, so you're telling me in the final movie he sacrifices himself for everybody after like dog shit throughout the entire series?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Like that's sort of a subplot. Or just sort of the main plot. It was in Iron Man 3 was that he'd been sort of messed up by the war stuff that he'd been through. And well, actually, like it was sort of subplot in stuff before that, where it was just from the stuff he went through, like to become Iron Man, because he was like tortured and stuff.
Remember, kids, if the harsh realities of your existence end up giving you problems to grapple with, then it's a problem, and your only redemption is through martyrdom.
Well, why did I come here? Oh, here we go.
Well, I'm saying that based on what I've heard. I don't know. I've never actually engaged with any of these stories. All I know is that the comics are better than the movies. That's the one thing I know. And even the comics don't seem interesting to me. Like, that's the thing. Is even things I don't like.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I'm still curious. I'm still curious eventually to see what you think of the Silver Surfer cartoon from the 90s.
I'll power through it one way or another, honey. It's this interesting thing where I hate all American superhero IP. Just hate all of them, right? But like, I still am able to tell you whether something's an authentic or spiritually correct portrayal of something, just because I pick up so much. Like, I'm able to be annoyed at like the mischaracterization of Batman, despite the fact that I despise Batman.
Oh, I like Batman better the more silly it is.
I like that, like the cartoon Batman where it's like
Batman the Brave and the Bold.
Maybe it's the one where like the villains have actual pathos. Like that one seems good.
I don't know if that's
That seems
Brave
like
and the
a good
Bold.
show.
Brave and the Bold was the sort of silly one.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't like the silly ones. Okay, like, okay, it's my thing is, I think the silly Batman is better than edgy Batman, but I think that, like mature
The Batman Brave and the
which is
Bold
different
video
than
game sort of did the concept of the Wii U before the Wii U existed by you could get the DS version and the Wii version and connect them up.
That's cool.
And like play like a and like there was like extra stuff you could do on the handheld in the that would like you know be involved with the TV part. I always thought that seemed neat, but the game seemed like it wasn't like the greatest thing ever, and that was sort of the only interesting gimmick of it.
Oh no, Ash. Like, fucking continue. You're right.
Oh,
you
no.
are legitimately correct. Like, the fact that you relate to this character means that your like input on them is like more a valuable perspective.
Well, Shan, that explains why you were into the stuff in Spark earlier.
What's a furry but for metal?
A Murray?
Joe Murray revealed.
I wonder if I can just float over there. Oh yeah, speedrun tactics.
Arrow, like, okay, so Arrow, right? I agree with you when I say fuck Batman. Usually for the exact same reasons, with like one exception where I'm willing to like... There's like one depiction of Batman where he seems like a beneficial figure, but yeah, most of the time he's just a rich asshole beating people up. Oh, okay, you know what, Ash? This is a bad take, but I'm letting it through.
Hey, we did it. Okay, we got all the stars. Okay.
My brain was 99% Iron Man facts, 1% how to make mac and cheese. So to use all the knowledge. Aww. So to use the sum total.
Instead of mac and cheese, it was like how to make a sandwich.
Synth?
Could make this into a meme.
What do you mean synth arrow?
Oh, the term for furries, but metal.
Oh, that makes sense.
Not the musical instrument. Oh, you're right that they just made the lava texture blue in that other area, and like had weird contrast on it.
Look at this fucking tomato sauce.
In those earlier stages, really didn't lag as much as the later ones, did they? Oh, come on! I didn't know it was gonna go that way.
It's because the graphics go up in every subsequent level.
This has multiple like high polygon models. I have a feeling that just Game Maker just doesn't really like when you have too many polygons.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not built for this.
Because it seems like they're just imported from Super Mario 3D Land outright.
I'm gonna be absolutely real here with you, Shan. Have you played Metal Gear Rising? Because like that game has like a decent amount of cyborg ass.
Or Nier Automata.
No, but Nier Automata, the robots look like people, so I don't know if they still count under the synth thing.
They count in my book.
They count in my butt.
How am I supposed to get past the thwomps? They don't go down until you're just underneath them.
The thwomps are just the developer being like, okay, now die. Okay, yeah, you're gonna die now.
Robert, it goes down. No, it don't. It don't go down.
Do you think Toby fucks in the suit? Yes. And if he doesn't, then the universe needs rewriting. I'm in like a weird position.
Well, I mean, Pepper Potts also has her own suit.
That name always fucks me off. It's like such a comic book name.
Well, yeah. Well, they did him that way because Stan Lee, he remembered the names better if they were alliterations.
That's fair.
Oh. Except for then sometimes he'd still get them wrong. Like I remember there was an early Spider-Man comic where he called him Peter Palmer.
Palmer! Oh god, Palmer just sounds gross.
Oh, and also in an early Spider-Man comic they called him Superman accidentally at one point.
It kind of sucks, Ash, because what the problem is with like franchises like this is like, no matter, it's like the problem is just like being unhappy will be considered part of Iron Man's brand. And like, as far as like the cynical machine that cranks out this content is concerned, if he's happy, then he's not serving his function as a story piece. It's the same way that Goku always has to find the super mega ultra this time for realsies ultimate 100% fighter in the universe and then beat them.
Doctor Strange looked through a million other universes and in none of them he was happy.
Hey, Doctor Strange looked through the multiverse and found that more interesting franchises exist. Like Animorphs.
I always liked the Doctor Strange comics. Because they really liked to make up a lot of fun words for the spells and characters in it. They just went wild. Oh, come on!
Wait, why'd they limit it at 14,000? That's so arbitrary. You need to make it a significant number, like 69 sextillion.
Why is there only 14,000?
Wait, somebody documented them all! Excuse me? What? Wait, what do you mean documented them all?
Like they actually came up with what all of them are already?
Do they just go for every word in the dictionary and just like look and apply that to a universe? This is the Abacus universe.
What? Blocked the word sextillion? That's just a number. Come on, Twitch.
Number, yeah.
Come on, Mr. Twitch, get it together. Get your head out of the gutter.
Does it ever fuck you off to think that... What's Goku's... One second, let me quickly Google what Goku's current power level is.
Why can't I make it through here? Why would you put the thwomps there like that?
'Cause it's hard.
That's my song about the current situation in this game. Gosh, I run into that every single time.
I can't remember whether somebody said that, like, I can't remember if people were like, there was like somebody who had like done the math on like how powerful Goku probably is.
Oh, I remember you telling me about this before.
And was he like something like 5 billion?
Come on.
It's like, okay, was he something like the power level of an average human is 2 to 5 and Goku is at like 5 billion? And you can destroy a planet at like
I'm losing my mind.
At like only like 500,000. So it's like
Arrow says, did Bis say Animorphs?
yeah, I said Animorphs. I've read like 2 of the books. The one where somebody shits on a table and Starfish.
I never read any of them, but I remember my teacher had them in her classroom when I was in elementary school. Like all of them.
I have all the books in my ass room. Okay, let's have a
Did I ever say on stream, did I ever tell you on stream about how my kindergarten teacher's name was Mrs. Cakebread? Seems like the perfect name for a kindergarten teacher.
Wait, no, this can't be real.
Yes, it was real.
No, it skips,
Mrs.
okay, it skips some. But okay, so there's still...
Oh, you're talking about your thing. I thought you were talking about the person's name. It's like, no, I swear.
Sorry, no. I'm talking about the fucking Marvel Universes.
Oh,
Universe Rex! Oh, that's just the name of the story is. Deadpool, I'm available. Intelligencia succeeds in taking over the Earth. The universe is created by the Future Foundation.
You're gonna have to automod. You're gonna have to let Ash through the automod again.
Okay, can we just like,
There.
can Ash just have infinite immunity? He's never gonna
Can we
abuse it.
I could make him a mod.
I think I plugged the list into an Excel spreadsheet and I checked the number. There was a teacher named Miss McCock. Pronounced my cock in middle school. She was lesbian, coincidentally.
Yeah, the only way to get him out of the... Oh, why is this is the worst.
That's true. I do just kind of find the term prominent lesbians amusing. Like, at what point do you become prominent as a lesbian?
That's me.
I mean, accurate.
Because I'm prominently that. Oh, come on. What? That's a game over. That's
This
a game
needs its
over.
camera zoomed out a bit, to be honest.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought you were just about to do the yee.
No, I was doing the goat noise where it goes, yeah.
Oh, I hate goats. Oh, they're disgusting. Ugh.
Sure takes its sweet time loading up the stage.
Wait a second, how long can you stream? I'm just curious.
I don't know. I can obviously keep streaming now, so.
Because I'm willing to stay until we fucking finish this gosh dilly ding dang dong.
Yeah, same if I'm able to. I'm only beholden to whenever we have dinner, which I don't know when that's gonna be. So.
The only comics I read are like fluff romance comics on my Twitter feed, and that's about it.
The last comic I remember reading was a more modern Marvel comic, which was The Runaways, which I enjoyed.
Good luck at M dinner.
Don't read comics except the duck ones?
Oh yeah, Shan's like the world's biggest DuckTales fan.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I thought it was Howard the Duck we were talking about.
Elena, not. I'm sure somebody likes Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Well, so much for that. There's no health, no checkpoints.
You got this, honey. You'll be fine. I believe in you and your platforming prowess. Okay, yeah, I don't believe in you. Never mind.
Of course, I really enjoyed Bone. I was mentioning that earlier on the stream. That was a comic book, I think. Like, I think it started out as a serialized comic book and then was later converted to graphic novels.
That's probably a good story. I have like I arbitrarily have decided I won't like it, but it's probably good.
I really like it.
That first fire bar is so difficult.
I know, I hit it every time.
Ash, you're not gonna like this, but I somehow managed to misread that as I leave in you. I managed to fucking
Somebody should draw a bee
misinterpret
leaf.
this one.
What is a bee? Oh, what is a bee leaf?
Oh, it's a new creature in my totally not a Pokemon clone.
Bee leaf.
I should show everybody my creature designs eventually.
I like them a
You know,
lot.
I just realized that I leave in you is kind of the plot of that
like
one Jim
beef.
Sterling movie pitch.
Oh,
Do you remember that one? I know whose ass you punched a steak up last summer.
what? Oh, I think that's the first one you. I think that's the first one you showed me, but it was like so. Like I wasn't prepared for how weird it was going to be, so I barely remember it at this point.
Well,
Like I'd heard of Jim Sterling before, but I didn't. I had no idea how off the rails he was. He was like, he's kind of like you, but like even more so. Like, he goes farther off the rails than you do.
Oh yeah, it's
What
like
the heck is
sometimes
this thing?
You are kind of just my Jonathan Holmes, I'm gonna be honest, Elena.
Mm-hmm.
The Jonathan
Oh,
Holmes
health,
to my
please.
Dick Sterling.
There we go. How am I supposed to...
Oh, it's the ball! Oh no, you gotta be careful when the ball's around.
This is why this stage takes so long to load, I presume, because it's got so many of these models. Oh, a checkpoint, thank goodness.
You just have to
We're
get there
making
without
progress.
dying. Oh, you've already
Good
got
luck.
forward.
Then we gotta fight Bowser, presumably.
Bowser in his Koopa golf cart.
And his Koopa cart.
Wait, Arrow, what are you... Yes,
Please.
we are doing that movie thing again, Arrow. That fucking video is incredible, and the fact that I'm the only person that likes it is a travesty.
Oh, whoa.
Okay,
The only one
even
that
if
I
we don't-
remember... The only one that I remember of the Jim Sterling stuff that you showed me, or Jim Sterling, excuse me, was the District Defoe, which I showed to my sister, and now we both just laugh anytime we see Willem Dafoe. Anytime we watch a movie with him, we just laugh.
But don't you remember Hunkety Punkus and the Half-Blooded Reptile?
Oh god. Wasn't there the one where he was like pushing people out the window and they're like screaming and landing in the bushes?
No, that was that Hunkety Punkus. That was Dumble Drops. He gets like
yeah, that's what I was trying to... I was like,
Yeah.
that's that one, right? Yeah, okay.
Severus Mumps stabs him in the throat and then rips his entire throat out and pushes him out of a window, and then he falls and lands in some brambles and gets impaled, and then he gets shot on by an ostrich. And
It does sound similar to
You
something
know-
you could make up, but it's more... it's like, even more.
more vile.
It's just more.
I think brambles. They're like a dangerous plant.
A danger plant, as it were.
A dance.
God, look at this lag! Oh god! Frame rates. And it's just the game, not the stream. The stream is still 60 FPS. The game is not.
Reminder that this is by the same person that made Sonic Hexacide.
Yeah. Which interestingly did not have performance issues.
I think that's mostly just because the levels were like plainer and smaller and had lower resolution textures.
They did, however, still have the ridiculously high poly models that it didn't need to have. Oh, here's like a new... Oh! Mechanic. I feel like maybe this is not the way I should be going.
I think the worst high poly model in that fucking game was when they had like the really high polygon.
That was me tapping on my my headset, by the way, if you heard a weird noise.
Yeah, I
Just
heard that.
because I was... Oh.
But yeah, I think the worst high poly model in that was like the incredibly smooth snowball Sonic gets in that looks so smooth.
It just looks like a
it's
flat
just
image.
Yeah, exactly.
Just looks like a picture of a circle.
It's so disgusting. It's such a fucking waste. It's a
Because
billion
it's
polygons
flat
spent on nothing.
textures. Like this ball here. Basically that, but without a face on it, so there's no depth perceivable in it. And the, the lag is unbelievable. Whoops. I shouldn't have jumped. That was my fault. Brambles is a word I love, says Shan. Alright, let's give it another shot.
Okay, I think I'm back.
I got at
Let's
least
go.
some time left. Bunny update. My bunny is chewing on cardboard that's under his little bed. Yeah, basically we gotta figure out some more stuff to stream together. You gotta get me some more Sonic fan games that we can do together. 'Cause I'm sure there's plenty more. And I set up a whole nice little series on YouTube for us. With the Sonic fan games. Is the headset comfy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is very, very soft. I really like it.
Okay, I've just rolled some games you could maybe play. Like
Okay.
Sonic Into Darkness.
Did
is
you want to
probably
stream
pretty cool.
Horus with me, or do you just want to watch me play Horus?
Oh, Elena, I would piss to do Horus with you.
Okay.
Horus is a fucking experience, and we're gonna go for it together, honey.
I already mentioned on stream briefly, I think, that you bought me Horus, and that's upcoming on our streams.
Yeah. Also, I think it's pronounced Horus. Not
Isn't that what I
Horus.
said?
You said Horus. Or like a planet
what's the
of
difference?
just... Well, one sounds like well, one is Hor, us, and the other one is Horus.
Horus.
Oh god. I would be like, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I kind of like the idea of maybe wearing bee associated clothing. I feel like if I had a fursona, it'd either be a moth or a bee.
A bee moth.
A boff.
You can combine them. That's fair game.
Or a me. do 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 do
Doot 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 doot.
do do. Well, I'm gonna get going. See you later. It's been nice.
Because I started farting the me channel theme.
Oh, and if you ever fart the me channel theme ever again, I'm gonna destroy your Nintendo. Well, never mind.
I'm gonna destroy my Wii.
Yeah, I was gonna say it, but you don't have one.
Yeah, I do.
Well, you.
I
Okay,
have a
never
Wii.
mind.
What are you talking
gonna
about?
destroy
How
your
did you
Wii
think
then.
I played Wii games?
I don't know. Don't ask me quick. Okay, I'm destroying your Wii. I'm gonna disobey everything the guide tells you not to do. I'm gonna put it in a blanket. I'm gonna piss on it.
Do you remember the 3DS or the 3DS had a guide like that, and one of them just showed it in your back pocket, but because of the low detail of the characters, it just looks like he's pooping out the 3DS.
I hate this. Oh, I'm gonna be honest. The idea of having Miyamoto as a dad is scary because Miyamoto is kind of just a creature of chaos. I also think
I made you
dislike
breakfast this morning, but I thought it should have a bug head.
him. No.
I thought your breakfast should have a bug head this morning.
Elena.
What?
Do you think Miyamoto could
no!
Do you think Miyamoto could sue for defamation if I'd said that he had fucked a cockroach with the intent of having a child of a bughead?
No, remember he's already Bowser Jr.'s mother.
Oh yeah. Just watching Mario slow motion pirouette into lava is great. Oh, it's beautiful.
This game is a load of barnacles.
Get good. Get good.
It's funny to me how many of my catchphrases are just SpongeBob quotes.
You're just
I didn't realize how much SpongeBob influenced my vocabulary. Or not vocabulary, but like speech patterns. You can't sue for defamation if the statement is something over-exaggerated and clearly not possible.
I was about to say, by that logic, can Trump never sue anybody for defamation? Wait, no, I got that the wrong way round. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind, my joke doesn't function. We're leaving this topic. Who is John Oliver? I keep hearing about the Jolliver. I don't
Remember
know
we
who
used
they
to
are.
watch him in US history class in 12th grade.
Also, can we just come to a consensus on something here?
Why didn't you go in there, Mario? Mario, why? Mario! I did the move! Did the move!
You're right, honey.
I did the
You living?
move! Maybe I should go the other way again. I actually got farther.
I think it's because you're touching 2 of them at once, and there's like a weird glitch going on.
I'll touch 2 of you at once.
Ooh, woo. Ooh, woo.
What?
Ooh, woo. An ass for each hand. Okay, what was I gonna say though? Can we just acknowledge the fact that Game Freak's about to stomp on 4 people's lives and just ruin their entire existence just because they spoiled a fucking video game?
That has happened before.
Can I just point out that
doing that, but
can we just point out that that's happening? They're like, okay, we're gonna ruin these 4 people's lives now. That's what we're gonna do because they spoiled our perfectly planned hype machine. Can we also acknowledge that the fan base, like, photoshopped demonize onto Masuda because they didn't get a feature they liked, but they're gonna just be silent when, like, the executives at the Pokemon Company are like, yeah, let's ruin people's lives.
I feel like this is I feel like normally they wouldn't have cared too much, but because of, like, all the backlash they got for this game, they're like, we want to get back at people somehow.
That's the thing, though, is I think they're gonna try and argue that the reason that, like, I think they're gonna try and, like, make some kind of link, like, people are angry at these games because of stuff seen in leaks. But it's like, no, the leaks came after everybody was angry, and mostly people seem to be pleased at what was leaked, except for, like, some people, you know, some people are impossible to please.
I think, or what this is reminding me of is about how Half-Life 2 was, like, leaked, and, like, they found the person who did it, and like to get him to where they needed to get him into the country so they could like arrest him.
Yeah. And
they like offered him a job at Valve, which he accepted.
That's
and then they caught him.
Anyway, so who's with me when we say that we should just destroy Valve as a company?
Oh.
Pokemon Company and Valve are both going down, right? Like,
I'm gonna try the left way again. This way is definitely not easier. Yeah, how we watched it in US history class was in the little segments.
I should probably look up the Jolliver.
I remember it being everyone was always excited whenever the teacher's like, okay, we're gonna watch some of that now, because it was always really funny. So it was sort of like the treat. And it was also always topical to the stuff we were talking about too, so...
Your butt's topical.
So it was entertaining and also educational.
I'm gonna be honest, Elena, I have a packet of spicy Doritos in the fridge, and it's taking all my willpower not to eat them on stream.
Oh.
If I had a binaural microphone, I'd just claim that it was ASMR. But, like, I don't. So it'd just be me eating Doritos on stream.
Eating the Dorit. I feel like the lag is a detriment to this section of the game, to be honest.
Hell yeah. Arrow gets it. Arrow gets it. And she'd eat a Dorit. Oh wait, do you mean with me on the Valve Pokemon thing? Either way, thank you for having my back on this.
Ooh, we made it over here this time. Can I keep it up? Oh, that was close. I don't have a shadow anymore, so it's hard to... Well, I do have a shadow, but I oh, no! No!
Do you have a hedgehog, though?
No.
Wait, you're doing fine. It looks like you're doing fine here. Oh. Wait, it looks like you're doing fine. How'd you die? Looks like you're doing fine. Oh. This is probably the section where you get fucked. Oh, yeah, you got fucked.
It was just some nonsense, really.
Why?
I couldn't even tell what I hit.
Why did it... Well, I've permitted the term jizz with an asterisk in the middle. Jizzbag sounds like a punk band.
Punk band name idea if you need it. Anybody watching is gonna start a punk band, there's your name.
Thank you, Ash. I wouldn't mind being
I'm
in a
really
punk
getting
band
scronked.
one day. Mostly because I
Pain.
already know a punk, so I'm like most of the way there already. The name John Oliver is ringing a bell. I'm sure I might actually recognize
John Oliver.
He sends me pictures.
Excuse me, what? Ow. I'm flat. How did I get pinched in there?
Wait, what happened? Okay, now I'm really curious. No. Because your shadow's the hitbox, honey.
Your shadow's the hitbox.
Ash, what the fuck is that? Wait, look what Ash just said.
Yeah, I saw. I have no response.
Elena, I can't. I
Yeah,
simply
me neither.
can't.
That's why I didn't even bother responding.
Yeah, but I need everybody to know that I can't, so I'm gonna say it very loudly. And very obnoxious.
Alright, Ash, it was nice having you on the stream, but we're gonna have to ban you now.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be. I don't know. I feel bad about saying that now. I was watching a video series about the history of
Ouch.
speculative biology today.
Oh.
And they did a book about. There was like a book that was speculating what it would have been like if dinosaurs, non-avian dinosaurs, had continued living. Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. You have to make that distinction because the way species classification works, there's no reason birds are not simply just dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly. But basically, it's like, what was I gonna? Oh yeah, I remember. So basically, in this book, like, apparently one of the reasons the book came under fire is that a lot of the creatures are basically just like literally just specific mammals, but they look like dinosaurs. Like, there's literally just a dino koala, specifically a koala. Which is like, I get the idea of like
they
creatures,
would. Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's kind of like it's not that specific. Like you could have something in that niche that is quite a bit different. Aw, poop. I mean, you would see a lot, like, assuming the climate still changed the way it did. There would still need to be creatures coming into existence to fill the specific niches that were filled.
Can I just point out that, like,
But
I thought you said non-alien dinosaurs and got rid of
non-alien dinosaurs.
Yeah, I'm sorry to dump a conspiracy theory on your head, but dinosaurs are from Nibiru.
Aha! Look, I managed to keep this power up all the way here.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Okay,
we were just mentioning that. That birds are
I love-
dinosaurs.
I love it when somebody just says "I" in chat. Like,
And
if
also
they're stuttering or
birds,
something, they just
I
say,
believe birds also are technically reptiles based on that as well. Because like the groups just sort of extend. So if they're dinosaurs, that means they also are reptiles. Because that group encompasses the dinosaurs.
Hey, Elena.
What?
If you could belong to any animal family, what would it be?
I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I already belong to an animal group.
Yeah, but what if you could belong to one of the ones that isn't for loser nerds?
This sounds like a club at school, like the animal group.
Otherwise known as the Animal.
Mammal
This game is
reptile.
pretty brutal.
Yeah, well, that's what I said earlier. I'm pretty sure mammals are distinct enough they'd no longer fit in the group, though. If I remember correctly.
I'm gonna refresh just so that my chat ends up being maybe more in time.
Oh, come on!
Maybe, or should I? I don't know.
Happen on
would
that
refreshing
jump.
help? That's fair. That's fair, Ash. That's fair.
It takes so long to get back into the game.
This game really is something.
If this was a ROM hack, I would say that we're on ROM hack difficulty.
You know what? This chair is so uncomfortable. I'm gonna have to sit in it backwards like I'm doing a PSA. That's the only way this might be comfortable.
Oh, we got the chair moving sound on stream.
That's good. I'm glad you got the full effect. For everybody to experience this.
At this one specific spot, we get slideshow frame rate. I wonder where this music is from. It sounds like it's Super Mario 3D World music. But I haven't played that game, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Super Mario 3D World music. It's got the sounds that I would expect it to have. That's kind of the one last game I have that would get me to buy a Wii U. Oh.
My theory is correct, by the way.
What theory?
I'm reverse cowgirling the chair, and it's actually more comfortable this way than if you're sitting in it properly.
Why'd you have to describe it that way specifically?
Wait, what do you mean, why? I wasn't. Oh, sorry. I wasn't aware that this is a Christian stream.
It just amused me. Like, you can say that, but then I'm just gonna think it's funny that you worded it that way.
Maybe I'm a funny person.
Maybe you are.
I mean, don't get me wrong, this is still torture to sit in. This is the worst chair ever. Whoever made this should be fucking ashamed.
You should be embarrassed that you made this chair.
Aww, that's cute, Shan. Wait, we got to talk. That's not how copper works. No, I don't even want to get into how copper works. If we need nasty, though, I guess it's a good thing I'm a co-host.
Oh yeah, Ash, by the way, I was talking about you earlier. We gotta get you on my stream again sometime soon. We gotta figure out something else we can play together.
I knew you were joking, by the way. What would you call a cop Koopa? A copper.
Oh. Oh, I get it.
Kapoopa?
Be a Kappa. Like the new thing.
But yeah. Okay, I don't know. I think like maybe like my thing is like just generally like okay, so like if YouTube is bad about copper,
Okay.
that's like one thing which may or may not. They might find some way of making this suck because YouTube can make anything
did it.
suck.
This is the that was the last section. Oh no! All along that was it.
Yeah,
That's all I had to manage to get through.
But yeah, the FTC isn't going to start fining millions of people because they don't have the time or energy.
They may fine you if you are very prominent, though.
The thing is, though, is that YouTube could still misinterpret the law. Even if the FTC is doing the right thing, YouTube could be shit. Did you know, gaming, YouTube sucks and bots suck, and we need to find YouTube CEO and we need to shit in their house.
That's all I had to do to beat Bowser?
Wait, what? Okay.
Oh, okay, no, there's more. I was like, wait a second, that can't be it. He's putting on the mole suit.
Wow, Elena, I've got stream delay. You spoil it for me. You spoil it for me, Elena.
I spoilt.
I can't believe Bowser just destroyed the end of level screen with his fat ass. Oh my god.
What? No, there's like this high poly soccer ball model.
Wait, what?
What was it even for? Why is there a soccer ball?
Because there was one Super Mario 3D World.
Oh, there was?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I understand them
over.
being mad at that. Also, the fact that YouTube continually bragged about the fact that kids that shouldn't be on their site were on their site.
Well, let's give it another go.
Did you know gaming? YouTube sucks.
PooTube.
No! Don't say that in my house! I'll destroy you!
Well, thank goodness I'm not in your house.
Don't say that in my life.
I guess my voice is in your house. Uh-oh, did the game crash? It's not responding.
Oh, no.
It crashed without an error.
Oh.
It really crashed.
Oh, no. I love how, though, I think, 1 second. Can I get a screenshot of this? I love how, no, I missed it, fuck. I love how in the last frame it crashed on. You should have this picture of this just like very neutral looking Koopa Trooper who's like slightly skewed weird because of like the scaling of the image. And they're just like, I'm going to crush.
Well, that's what, oh yeah, Ash, that's what I was thinking about, was like, wouldn't the solution be to like figure out who the kids are and then use the system they have now of marking things as for kids or not, and then not send them those videos? Like, for some reason it doesn't seem to be how it works.
Data vor is terrible. There's no such thing as ethical vor under capitalism. You know, I'm gonna sod the chair. I'm gonna kneel down on the ground. That's gonna be more comfortable than being in this fucking chair.
Boy, this game really is... It's not held together the best, is it? I gotta say, it's not exactly put together the best of any video game in the world.
I'd like to see you make a more stable 3D Game Maker Paper Mario fan game. Oh my god, this is so much more comfortable just kneeling.
Kneel! Kneel before me.
That's a good one, Ash. I appreciate the wordplay.
I mean, like, I'm not saying I could do it better. I'm just stating the facts. It's not the it doesn't hold itself together the best.
I'm just fishing to try and get you to make a 3D Game Maker game.
Oh.
If you make a 3D Game Maker game, I'll give you a kiss.
What if... Okay, well, I can just combine from earlier where I was gonna make a Sonic fan game. And do it as a 3D Game Maker game.
Oh. Well, don't actually make it. Well, the problem there is like, I said don't make it an actual Sonic IP game. Because, like...
Now you're gonna be like, well, don't actually make it in Game Maker.
No, not that, no. Because the problem is if it doesn't have the Sonic IP, then the only thing you can do is copy Sonic mechanics, which are incredibly hard to do, and even harder in 3D.
So I'm just putting in a monumental effort at this point. For no reason.
Wait, okay, so Ash, I need you to clarify. What happens in Pussy Time Explosion?
Is he bringing that up again?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the version of the game I would like to have, to be honest.
You're doing a developer interview, and you're like, well, we wanted to make Pussy Time Explosion, but the technology just wasn't there yet.
The technology. We have the technology.
Could you imagine if the PlayStation 5 releases, and it has a specific chipset designed specifically as a sub-GPU for rendering pussy?
Well, then they could finally bring over that Half-Life mod.
No.
Make that the selling point.
Elena,
We finally
guess
got the
what?
rendering technology for this.
I just realized if it's its own chipset, you could have what's it called? What's it called? A non-discrete surface pussy.
You can have it as a implicit surface.
You know.
It just
You know
comes
what?
it just includes the mathematical equation for rendering one of those.
Since I modeled
You can
the
get ray
pizza
tracing,
ball,
but
I
just
guess,
on that.
since I modeled the pizza ball, I guess I'm the one modeling the pussy. I'm gonna make it very not simply a fairy. One second. A fairy one. Then
Imagine using Game Maker for 3D Elfie faces.
Okay.
Don't say that to Ben.
I tried getting into Godot. I don't know. I'm
Godot,
very
I
bad at
think.
learning new things.
Like waiting for Godot.
Game Maker's not that bad at 3D, it's just that, like...
Like, yeah, I saw people talking about, you can act, like, Game Maker 3D, you could potentially just do anything in it. Like, you could do anything that other engines could do. It's just...
It wouldn't be done efficiently, or... Well, I mean, if you're
like,
writing your own shaders,
to
it
manage
might
to
be
do that,
efficient.
it gets pretty difficult, but, like, if you're willing to learn it and, like, really get into the nuts and bolts of it, you can do it.
And, like, now, if I ever learn something like Unity or, like, Unreal, it's gonna feel comparatively easy to do 3D there than in Game Maker. It's like, you know... It's like,
Learning it,
it's like I've been training in 10 times gravity for this.
I was gonna say, it's like in art school when they teach you realism first, and then, you know,
Art school can suck an ass.
like you just sort of learn the hardest hardest way to draw first.
Art school also tends to just kind of ruin people, though. Like,
you
it
say
tends
that?
to suck... Because it gives everybody the same fucking voice, the same fucking artistic voice. A lot of the time. It gives it homogenizes people's, like, fundamental underlying approach to things.
It's probably why I spent a lot of time after I was out of school just studying different people's art styles.
Yeah. Like, I think at the minute the glow up of your art is interesting because, like, a lot of your improvement is just learning what stuff was always fucking unnecessary anyway and just ditching it.
And also, well, a lot of that was, you know, from studying a lot of art.
Yeah, the stud art.
I've gotten
I
to the
should
point
commit.
where I have enough backlog of my own art that I use my own stuff as my own references at this point. Like the most recent drawing I did, all the references I looked at was just other stuff I'd already drawn. Oh, and one piece of artwork of Link that I didn't do. So it was mostly just my own stuff I was looking at. Previous works.
Imagine if they rebooted Zelda game and the only difference was that Link named Stink. Imagine if that be the case.
Just imagine this is something on like that you'd read in a YouTube thumbnail. Where that's well, the first thing you said was the title, and the second part was what it would say on the thumbnail. Imagine if this be the case.
Cassie just posted my my Pokemon Ruby ROM hack in chat again on Discord.
She enjoys
You know the
that.
one. Yeah, she enjoys that.
She sent a screenshot of it to me earlier today.
It's so good. I love how you can just hear that image.
Oh no.
You can just hear it.
Oh, Ash knows what one it is. I was gonna say, nobody's gonna know what we're talking about. Oh, Ash remembers what it was.
I sent it to him. I don't know if he got exactly what I was going for. Oh! Good luck with the duck.
Oh yeah, on my stream yesterday, you weren't here to hear it, but I was telling the story of my film teacher, who, well, it was a story he told, where apparently what he did to clean the keyboards at the school he used to be at was put them in the dishwasher.
Huh.
He just took all the keyboards and went to the school cafeteria's dishwasher and put them all in there.
Wait. Show this image.
Wait, what is it? Oh, gosh dang it, I have to go the other way now because I lost power up.
So this might be a silly question. Did the keyboard survive?
Yeah, you just waited till they dried out and then use them again.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shan, I did, but I was just portmanteauing Dr. Fuck. I'm sorry, I sometimes portmanteau things.
Sometimes, I think you'd always do that.
I don't
very
always
often.
that. I don't do it often.
Oh, you're silly.
Aw. I mean, it's like 5 AM over there.
Oh, I did it. Okay.
Wait, I thought you said you weren't going to do the mole path anymore.
Well, I had no choice because I lost the other power-up
Oh.
before I could go that way.
See you around, Ash. Have a swaggerlicious time watching the Dr. Fuck!
The thing that's really nice about this controller is, or excuse me, about this headset is that it doesn't pick up my loud controller noises anymore. Which was an issue I could never fix on my other headset, but this one just doesn't pick them up, so it's fine.
When I said Dr. Fuck, it had a bit of the it's hip to fuck bees, like, cadence.
Oh.
Dr. Fuck!
Oh, there's one up there. I gotta remember that. I should go for that every time. Because even if I then die, well, at least I got a 1-up so I didn't lose anything, so... But I can potentially gain something from doing that, so we're gonna do it.
Lionel Train Simulator.
If you stand in the exact spot that the enemy dies, they don't drop coins. Like, I would think that they would drop the coins and you just instantly pick them up, but no, they just don't drop the coins. What's so funny?
Mario blocks the coin's path.
Oh,
to
well, I lost that.
existence.
Lost that 1-up, gosh dang it. Didn't know that was so funny. Elfie Face says quality.
Did you say Elfie Face?
No. I said Elfie Face says. So it was Elfie Face says.
I'm pretty sure you said Elfie Face says.
Elfie McElfie Face. Oh gosh dang it, I lost! No, I landed on the spikes! It's like Bodie McBodie Face, right?
This game seems a bit difficult.
Yeah, I'd say. I'd say it's difficult.
Giving Spark a run for its money.
No, I think Sparks already, like, has already ran with the money.
Oh shit. And he's very fast, so we're never getting him back. Also, I just realised Spark literally ran off with the money at the end of the first game.
Yeah. Actually, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, you weren't supposed to get back up. Oh wait, oh I almost just dumped to my death. I almost just dumped to my Jeff. Gosh dang it.
You almost dumped to your death, otherwise known as you almost defecated to your
This is so
Jeff
true,
side.
I'd be Elfie McElface. Riveting conversation we have on my stream.
Yeah, I'm just full of rivets at the minute. It's unfortunate.
Sometimes they don't drop coins even if you aren't standing on top of them, so I'm not exactly sure what the rules are there.
It might be RNG.
But however, it never happens when I'm standing there though, so...
Aww, sleep well, Shan, have a lovely night, and
yeah, thanks for being here.
Next time we stroam.
Thanks for being here to watch the stream. I hope you'll be here again soon for more streaming stuff. Maybe you can be here again more often once I'm done with the zombie, and then I won't be playing any more zombie games.
Oh god, fucking zombie.
No! No, no, no!
What did you do? Oh no! You've been lovely.
If only I could do save states. That would be really, really helpful. But no.
I'm gonna do save states in Pizza Time Explosion and you can't stop me.
Oh wait, no, there the coins appeared. Maybe it is just completely random. I just assumed it was because I was standing there. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. That one-up mushroom's very important.
You're very important to me.
Oh, thank you.
Because much like a one-up mushroom, I can eat you for an extra life.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
You're almost there. Whoa,
Squidward on a chair.
No, no. Never say that again. Or I will come over and kill you.
Oh, I messed that up.
I will fucking kill you. No, you haven't messed it up. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. You can do this, honey.
I dropped too far.
Okay, never mind. You messed it up.
Always waiting for the moment where you see how I messed up.
I love it because because of Mario's death animation, it does just look like the lava is just paper and you touch it and Mario's like, oh, time to die.
Nope, guess I'll die.
You know what?
What if they just made him pose like that meme? Oh no.
I knew a person
I did that
once
wrong.
who was terrible, right?
Yeah.
This person was also a champion bullshitter. And one time he said to me, yeah, YouTube's content ID detection is really good, because I hummed a song for 5 minutes in my vlog and it got claimed. It's like, that didn't happen. I'd say his name because I hate him and I want people to know he sucks, but I won't.
Isn't there that thing, isn't there R that happened? The things that didn't happen?
That's kind of a misleading name now, I can think of it.
And it's funny to me, people just use names of subreddits as just like a thing to say nowadays. Like I see people, like whenever somebody like, I see somebody like not get a joke, people respond with just R whoosh or r/whoosh they'd say. Or if they're talking about something that they don't think really happened, they say R that happened, and like just things like that. Wait, I don't want to go that way because I'm gonna have to go back over these guys again. Ouch. I suppose there is actually a slash in there, but I never read the slash in my head.
What?
My sister is getting her hair done, and my mom just said, Or she meant to say blow dry her, but she accidentally said microwave her. I'm gonna go microwave you next. Gotta microwave your hair now. Okay. I'm sure you all love seeing these same sections of this level over and over this many times, huh? I'm sure this is really riveting.
It's pretty
At least
great.
I got Bis here with me, so we can have some fun commentary still.
Cue me just leaving the call.
Yeah. Don't leave me!
Pay me.
Wow. I must be getting tired. I feel like I'm getting worse. Or, well, also the game gets laggier as it goes, so I'm sure that's not helping. For best results, I should probably just restart the whole game every time I die. So we unload everything. But that would take so long that it wouldn't be worth it. Like, we'd end up taking the same amount of time doing it that way, so may as well deal with the lag. This game has similar energy to what was it? Sonic Hexacide. How did they come up with that name anyway? Like, I know how they came up with the name of this game. The name of this game makes sense, but Hexacide? Wait, did you leave the call, Bis?
No, I'm here.
Okay,
Sorry,
because
I
you hadn't
just
said
zoned out.
anything. No, I was trying to figure out why the other one was called Sonic Hexacide. Like, there's a title that doesn't really make much sense. Like, I get the hex part, but where did they get us the side? What do you mean hexacide? Crap. Crap. Crap! It takes so long to load the stage, goodness gracious.
This game is fucking wild.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's a good game up until this point, but then you have like incredibly hard level, and you have the constantly increasing load times, and you have the live system. It's just like
We were spoiled by Spark 2 not having lives. I don't think Spark had lives either.
yeah, lives stink of piss.
Yeah, the only time they made sense was in arcade games. Because, you know, there had to be basically some sort of limit to when you had to... Because you had to pay for each time you play it, so there had to be some sort of limit to when you have to pay again. But that doesn't really make any sense for a game that you only pay for once. Imagine if they brought that system back, like, via microtransactions.
Pretty sure I found a phone game once that did that.
Pay 25 cents for 5 more lives.
But yeah, you know, I have a hot take. I think lives sometimes work. It's just you have to design the entire game around them and be very careful.
Oh, like Pizza Time Explosion. Although Pizza Time Explosion was going for the arcade style, so...
yeah, the awhile.
Where it's not a limit to get you to pay again, it's just a limit for, you know, just for how the game works.
Yeah.
The game has to be able to end at some point.
Yeah, Mario's the fire.
Is there really a reason why we have to jump on the Hammer Bros 4 times, though? Like, just think, do we
So
need
this
to?
constitutes an RPG.
Well, that
It's
didn't
not
work
an
out.
RPG if you can hit them and kill them in one hit, Elena.
Well, tell that to my Pokemon, then, that killed Pokemon in one hit. Or knocked them out, excuse me.
I just love when Mario dies and the platform sinks, but Mario's death is so dramatic it breaks the law of gravity.
He is.
Oh god, Elaine, I've got a bad feeling we're not finishing this stream.
I'm kind of running out of time at this point, so...
I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time as well, and I have
Oh, dang.
all the time in the world.
All the time in the squirrel.
All the time in Gerald.
Got the one up. Didn't die.
Hey, Elaine, how would you feel if I tattooed Gerald Robotnik onto your butt cheek?
I would be very upset.
Have you ever seen Gerald Robotnik?
No.
Well,
And that's
why
not the first place I want to see it.
You technically never have to see them if you just don't look in a mirror.
Yeah, but then I have to know that you see it and, like, giggle every time. Like, what are you laughing about? And I realize, oh, you must have... Well...
Yeah, it's just Gerald.
Oh yeah, I forgot you could see that.
We
There, I
could
did
name
it.
it. We could name the tattoo Gerald Robotnik.
Alright, we finally get to go to the boss, and I have several lives left this time. So,
This is it, honey.
of course I'll get
This
sent...
is it, Laney.
Of course I'll get sent back to the last checkpoint if I lose a life.
Oh fuck, you got 100
But-
coins.
At least. I have a few tries.
Also, you got the fire flower, which should probably be the optimal thing to use for this if you just keep
Yeah.
your distance. Keep
It's
your
hard to keep my distance though, because Bowser moves slightly faster than you do.
Wait, how are you supposed to avoid him then?
I don't know. That's the question. He catches up to me. Like, watch.
Get him watching.
He slowly catches up. Oh, I have to be really tricky. I have to really juke him out.
Does he have a turning circle?
Yeah, and it gets, like, narrower. So you have... Oh, wait, how did I lose my power?
Wait, I'm watching. Oh, you got hit by a fireball.
What? I swear
You
I
got hit
didn't.
by a fireball. Look, there's the football.
What? Now what happened? What the... Oh no, it doesn't send me back to the checkpoint. Thank goodness.
Wait, how did you die? Oh yeah, you
don't-
can't jump on his head, you gotta use the football at this point.
I can jump on his head here. And there I can
Yeah, 'cause
avoid
he
all the
falls to
fireballs.
ground.
I have to use the football.
The power of
Oh, I
love.
see. No, the football just knocks out the thwomp. So that you
Oh, I see.
avoid having to deal with that. Like how you got me calling it a football
Yeah, it's a football. It's a football forehead.
instead of a soccer ball.
It's,
Well, it's really easy to hit him. Oh, we killed him!
It's a ball you use your feet on.
What? He leave.
Oh.
Oh no, he back.
Oh no.
He green.
He's green, da ba dee da da dee. He's green and he's scream and he's gonna do a clean.
Why is there so many... This is just Spark over again. There's literally like 3 phases to this.
Oh, this is a beautiful boss fight. Oh my god, look at all those shot
A
flames!
beautiful butt fight. Oh no! Oh no!
Are you dead?
Yeah, wait until you see how.
Okay. There's little fireballs, and he's doing a bounce around, and...
I'm so ashamed.
Elena, this game really is something, isn't it?
Why did we need to be able to fall off the stage here?
Challenge.
It's already challenging. Also,
It's
the background.
challenge, donkey.
The background seems to be 3D modeled. Like there seem to be 3D modeled pillars back there.
They don't look pretty modeled to me, or they might be I think they're pre-rendered.
Okay. They better be,
Also
because
good.
that's like a real waste of resources otherwise.
Oh, it's a football because this game is partially based on Mario 3D World, which also had footballs as like as a recurring element.
For some reason.
Okay. You got full health. You know some of the.
I did a
these
whole bunch of
moves are
jumps
coming
on
up.
him. What is with
Yeah, just
Bowser's shell here? Looks like an armadillo.
Well, he's got the plant suit, the plute, as it's known. You're the plute. He's a dandelion.
He does so much damage that it still only takes a few hits to kill me.
It really does. The camera angle in that second section is way too close to the ground.
Yeah, it's hard to see what I'm doing. Really needs
Also,
more
I
of an
think-
above look. Oops, I
And a
missed.
book.
Then we have to deal with Thwomp. No we don't, he threw it off the edge anyway.
Ba bum ba bum bum. Good one, Bowser. Yeah, you real did it. Yeah.
Wish this had use of the analog stick. What? Somehow I didn't do enough jumps to kill him in two goes.
Oh my god, the music is far too fucking epic for this fight.
For what's happening. I
Yeah.
have to move in circles, but I have to use the D-pad. So it's kind of killing my thumb. Wow, I missed. I needed one hit.
No. Almost would be.
I hate this move. It's so hard to avoid the crap with Bowser going at you. Come on, be enough. Be enough. Nope.
Come on. I'm
Trying to get a few
rooting for you.
extra hits in there gets me hit.
This is just a spark thing again. You play risky,
Oh,
and then you get Skrongaloheimed.
that was a game over? But I had a life left. What?
Oh, zero doesn't count.
No, but I wasn't at 0. Do you lose 2 lives?
No, you were at 1, you fell off, it goes down to 0, game over.
Yeah, but usually when it drops to 0, then you go back again with no...
In this game?
Yeah, it was doing that earlier. You were going around with no lives.
Oh. Hmm.
Right, I think I got enough time for one more go trying to get there. If you have enough time.
I think you should probably just call it quits for tonight. It's best if we do it tomorrow night, or the day after.
Got enough time for one more try. See if I can do some epic speedrun strats to get there. See if I'm good enough for that. Yet.
I have a bad feeling about epic speedrun strats in this game.
It's not gonna be that epic, but
I think maybe this
hopefully
game
it'll
would
be
run
speedy.
better. I think at this point, Elaine, it'd probably be best if you just went and downloaded some RAM so the game will run quicker.
Download RAM, huh?
Yes.
'Cause that's how RAM work.
Yeah, you download it.
Did you it amuses me that there's websites that claim to be for downloading RAM.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Is there anywhere in this game where you can farm for lives? Like, there's Koopa Troopa shells, right?
I don't know. I mean, earlier stages it's just kind of easier to get lives, but
Well, I think maybe you need to just farm yourself up to like 999,999 lives.
oops. Well, that was almost good. It's still gonna take a long time to farm for lives though. There's no way to get them very quickly. I just sort of ended up with some extra ones when I went back to get more green stars, but that was it.
I feel like inevitably you're gonna have to like do another stream this anyway, so it's like it'd be good to have a stream that's mostly just quick.
Hopefully it's not like another month. Well, I especially don't want it to be another month so that I can remember some of the muscle memory I have for this still.
It can be the day after, the day after, the day after tomorrow.
That's a lot of day afters.
Wait, no, is it the day after, the day after, the day after? No, I'm thinking, wait a second, okay, so...
Tomorrow's Sunday.
Okay, so Sunday night I need to get up to do something. Wait, no, oh, wait, no, I don't have anything to do Monday. Except for going and waiting in a waiting room in the minor injuries unit for like 4 hours. But I can do that a bit later, so... But I do.
I mean, we're not going to need that long to stream this. Although I guess in that case you'd probably want to stream something else alongside it.
I don't know. I'll think about it. I gotta think about it. I'm gonna do a think about it.
Well, we might make it.
Time.
I was getting pretty close there. I just got to get through this initial section one more time. I can't believe I still got hit by one more fire bubble there. Can you believe that we didn't know that those were called fire bubbles until, or they didn't name them in English until Super Mario Maker?
Yeah, they're called Potobos.
Yeah, they're called Podoboos until that point.
Oh, they're still called Potobos. Mario Maker can eat shit and die. You know how it is? When you eat shit and die, like a big pizza pie.
Oh, there we go.
I am tired.
I nailed that.
When the moon gives you clouds.
I'm determined now. I'm getting good at this. Hope I missed that one up though. Oh wait, the one up is still alive. Oh, clutch! Got that one up before it died in the lava.
You're clutching all over at the minute right now.
Yeah, like I said, I'm determined. The idea of defeating Bowser tonight fills me with determination.
It's cute and good, you little Christmas bud.
I keep referencing Undertale, we gotta finish playing that.
We maybe do.
I'd like to do that before the end of the month. Get Cassie and finish off our playthrough. Cassie still would like to do that, so...
Yeah, we might as well get out of the way.
No! I thought the spikes would go away. That was unclutch.
That was, brake pedal. You see how I did that? That was really clever.
The other pedal in the car.
Well, I mean, there's that, and then there's the other pedal.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just those two. Pretty sure it's just those ones.
I'm free. You got the accelerator, the clutch, and the brake.
Nobody needs accelerator. Nobody ever uses that one. This is why I don't have a driver's license.
Have you ever driven though?
No.
Oh fuck, I'm sorry.
Never ever.
Oh god, I feel tired. Streaming really takes out you.
Well, it isn't really for me, but I do it so much now, so I guess I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, it's good to know. It's good to know you're really good at it.
Okay, time to head over there. Okay, and... Bip. No, what happened? What? What in the world was that?
I'm watching. Oh, you hit the fan.
Elfie Face says, my driving experience is sitting in the seat of an old Midway cab and playing with the wheel without putting any coins in. I do remember doing that when I was little. Wait, I ran into the fan blade?
Yeah.
What?
I
didn't even notice.
This section of level is the worst thing I've ever made. I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I want to.
I've made it through it twice now, and yet it's still taking me several tries to get through it again. It's like Monkey Ball. We were mentioning that earlier.
Overpass, underpass, wandering on the freeway.
Well, no one up this time.
I am like so sponsorous in that. Like I just don't know if I have anything else in me.
Well, let's hopefully get this done real quick. Get this done as fast as I can.
Or you can give me some motivation and I'll put it back up.
I don't know, maybe chat's got something for you.
Wow. Thanks for doing that, delegating that.
I don't know what to say. What do you want?
Okay, I've come back alive, I think, mostly.
Okay. No. This needs motivation.
Did Lane touch the fan bait again?
No, I touched the Sparky. I forget what they're called.
Touch Sparky, get Bernie.
What are those guys called? I forget. Top of my head. I shouldn't. I usually have all the Mario character names memorized, so I don't know why I've forgotten those ones.
Aren't they just called Watts?
Oh yeah, I think that's right. That sounds right. Sparks are the little guys from Super Mario Bros. 2. They could be Watts.
Other than the children of Watts are called Watsons.
And what daughters?
What daughters?
And waters.
And what children's? Waters. Oh, God, you're good.
And instead of being electricity based, they're water.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think of the leaked data mined Gigantamax Pokemon?
Well, I haven't seen them.
You haven't seen Gigantamax Luigi yet?
I saw Gigantamax Waluigi.
Oh, that's disgusting. I'm gonna eat shit and die.
Yes, there we go.
Well, you know, how would you feel?
And a 1-up. Alright, even more lives left this time than last time.
Oh, yeah. Hey, honey, how would you feel if I came to your wedding and said that Waluigi tastes of piss?
I would agree with you.
Well, how would you feel if I came to your wedding and said that Waluigi tastes of the band Kiss?
I don't know about that. Unless they also taste like that first part.
How would you feel if I came to your wedding and said that Waluigi is cis?
I don't know, is he?
Well, I just said so probably.
Yeah, let's see if I can keep this. This will really help stuff out.
Yeah, if you can get to the second phase, then you basically just fucking won. Especially since Dandelion Bowser is a grass type.
This is a way better way to attack him there. Oh yeah, there we go. Heck yeah. Alright, you ready? Come on, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Look at all this. Yes, we got him. That was so easy.
Yes, also mod, let this through.
That was so easy.
Wait. You just set fire to his dick! He died!
What? There's... Oh, okay. Now we win.
I'm clipping that.
Oh, cred.
Oh, no!
There's more. If we don't beat this, then we're just done. I feel like I shouldn't have picked this up. I feel like I
think it's gonna be necessary. Yeah, it's necessary.
Okay, but how do I attack him?
Just manifests of Thwomp. Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, this how?
That's what the Womp says.
I got him. You have to not turn it red, actually. I thought turning it red was what I needed to do, but... Actually, no.
How'd you feel if I came to your house and said,
I'd say you sounded like a thwomp.
how'd you feel if I came to your
I appreciate all the
house?
work they'd put into this.
But it's mechanically negligible, because you just stay in the ground until the Thwomp hits, and then you just get up and you throw it.
I mean, like, the animation they did for Bowser and everything is kind of neat.
What if I told you that wasn't Bowser?
I'd ask, well, who is it?
It's Scrouser. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually Mouser.
Oh, we go into this pipe. What is happening now? Mario do the finishing move by, like, slamming down on him from the sky? Yep.
Oh, that'd be great.
That's exactly what happened.
Mario just ascends.
How many times is it going to say course clear before the course is really clear? Hopefully this time is the last time.
I can't believe that Mario just fucking anime finishing.
Can you believe
move
that this
killed
time
Bowser.
I got here with more extra lives than I'd have the whole time, and then I didn't even lose any of them?
Mario swan dives directly towards Bowser's mouth, and that defeats him.
How slow are these credits? Are the credits lagged out? Is there like some massive 3D model being rendered in the background in pure black?
Credits.
Is there just like a really massive, like,
Programming and script.
300,000 poly model of 2B? But
DJ Coco, Black Spark, GML script. So the way
the letters are moving individually, Elfie Faye points out.
Ripped graphics, Retriever 2.
Why is it so slow?
Custom graphics.
This is perfect for you to read while you're sleepy.
It's
It's going nice and slow so you can manage to read it even though you're tired.
Wow, rude. Game design and concept planning. Me, the person who made it.
So we have DJ
fucking
Coco
hate.
to blame for all the level design.
Chaos.
To blame.
Level
That really shows you how I
design.
feel about the level design if I'm saying he's to blame for it.
DJ Coco. Beta testing.
He didn't beta test his own game apparently.
Chaos 6. Vinny Video. Right.
Trailers.
These people didn't do a very good job, did they? Tasuka Yuriko.
They didn't do a good job. Guess they're just better gamers than I am, and they have supercomputers that don't lag when playing this game.
Tsuka Yuriko. Special
and
thanks
you
to
for playing.
Chaos Tsuka Yuriko. And you.
That exciting, huh?
Or do we have to wait for the word playing to scroll off the screen?
Oh god.
Sorry, I did it too quickly. Let me go back.
I'm surprised that this is the game we ended up streaming for longer tonight out of the two games we played.
You.
Imagine if it gets all the way off the screen and then it just stops. Like it doesn't go back to the main menu or anything, it's just a black screen. No the end or anything. I feel like they put all of their work into the final boss and nothing else. Oh, a special Toad House. Let's see what it is.
Yeah.
It's just this suit again. The ultimate weapon of the game.
Seriously, those credits were fucking disgusting.
Disgustingly long. We get to see him go through the door awkwardly, not really going through it one last time. Alright, well that was Paper Mario 3D Land.
That was pretty
What do you
alright.
think
I mean,
of it?
I think it's a pretty good game. I think that the ending is. I think it's like I don't know. I think my issue with this. Okay, here's the thing. Right, okay, so the person who makes this is clearly good at making games, right?
Mhm.
The main problem is just the fact that like I think they're very good at the process of creating a game, but they're not very
Yeah.
good at like thinking through the design of that game. Like Sonic Hexacide was really well made, but like what its concept wasn't really that great.
Mhm.
And like this is the same thing. It's just they just tried to make
Some
a game
of it is
based off
just, it's difficult and not in a fun way. It's just frustratingly difficult a lot of the time.
yeah, like they're a
Like
good
it feels
pro-
like it's
they're-
the game's fault that I'm not making it through, as opposed to
Yeah.
mine.
like project management, good programming. You know, there's bugs, but that just happens with everything. There's bugs, but still
Yeah.
good. They need to I think they'd benefit from just making something that's their own idea and being able to engage with that idea and like the same way that I think that your design got a lot better when you started making Pizza Time, because
Oh,
it was
yeah?
the first time that you'd made a game that was like you weren't going off of anything. You were building this shit
Yeah.
from the ground up. So you
I
asked
had a little
load
bit of
more
inspiration
questions.
for it, but most of it I had to just sort of, put together on my own.
Yeah, so I think they need their own Pizza Time explosion. That's my thing. still a
Well,
good
this
game.
was a really fun stream today, Bis. We
I
finished
will
2
say
games.
though, actually, there's no slope physics, so 0 out of 10.
Yeah, this was really fun. I hope we can stream again soon. You gotta get me
Elena.
some more Sonic fan games. And we
Elena,
got Horus.
Elena. Next
What?
time we stream, can one of us make a custom video file for the end that's just a credits for our stream that like
And
goes
it's
at the
that
same
slow?
pace? Yeah, it's like literally, you just put that in OBS, and then you just mute our microphones, and then we leave. And an hour later, we come back.
So, next time I stream on Tuesday, I'm going to stream Zombie for a little bit because I'm just about at the end of it, and so we should finish it. And it's probably going to end up being like a 5-minute stream or something like that. But I'm going to finish it on stream. I'm going to stick it out, and then I have a couple Game Boy Advance games coming up that I've been talking about, which is Mario Party Advance, and the first one I'm going to do is Pac-Man Arrangement and Pac-Man Collection on the Game Boy Advance because I really like that game and I would really like to play it again. So give it another playthrough. So I'm going to do that on stream. And that should probably be one stream because it's kind of short. But
Elena, can you play Pac-Man: The Ghostly Adventures on stream?
oh no, I have played that before. Believe
Why?
it or not.
Why?
Because I got it from the library. So I didn't have to pay anything for it. So
Okay. The cost of Pac-Man: The Ghostly Adventures was socialized.
Yes. Yeah, thank you, Bis, and thanks everyone for watching. This was a really fun stream tonight. And I will see you again on Tuesday, and possibly earlier than that if Bis wants to stream with me before then. So
Yeah, I'd love to do a stream.
see you next time.
Have a nice night, everybody. Good night.
Goodbye.